Hello and good afternoon. My name is Julie Height with Sites by Ja, and I'm here to show you a redesign that I did on a website. It's called Onwards and Upwards Community Enrichment Fund for the Village of Wolverine Lake. They are a charity and they fundraise for donations for Tiki Night, which is their fireworks each year, and also some scholarship programs and some other events that they do. And I'm going to take you to the old site first, which is hopefully still up. Oh, there it is. Oof. Made me a little dizzy. That blurred effect, I don't know where that is, but so this is Onwards and Upwards, their old website. It is again the Community Enrichment Fund for Village of Wolverine Lake. This is talks about their charity. This is their front page. Take a look at that a little bit more, back it up. First of all, I saw on this, what I didn't like about this website was that it's very text heavy, meaning there's so much writing here that I kind of get lost as a user as to whether or not is it worth my time to read all that. Of course, if you're really interested, you're going to read it, but I lose interest right away. I see some buttons over here that we can press. I don't know quite yet what I'm contributing for, joining the mailing list for, purchasing event tickets for, or what the scholarship program is. So I don't like that this isn't a little bit more descriptive here. I like countdown clocks. We've got one on the new site. A registration button, which is nice. We've got some partners information. These are all of the donors and companies that have sponsored and things like this. Some contact information, which is nice. And 2014, this is when this website was built, so it's been a while. So there's no doubt that this looks like an older website. A lot of older websites out there that could use a redesign. Yours may be one of them. So let's move along here. You'll see some of the things that I've done differently about the partners and the new website. There's the menu, home, events, event sponsorship opportunities, contact us, and a donate button, which is good, right? Let's take a look at this here. Let's see if the donate button works. Let's see what that does. Where is it going to? Okay, it's going to PayPal and it's going to their fund, which is nice. So a lot of times, you know, charities, people, they use PayPal. I use PayPal on my website too. Not a bad thing to do. But what we did do for them is we created credit card transactions to keep them inside the site. They can still go to PayPal, but I'll talk about that on the new site when we head over there as well. Let's take a look at their events page real quickly. I'm just going to kind of roll through this website. Obviously, it's still up, so if you want to go through it in greater detail, you can. Golf outing. This is their golf outing and dinner reservation form. There's the information telling you about the event itself. There's a reservation form giving you that information. Let's go over to the sponsors. If you want to be a corporate sponsor, there's a donate now information. This is the sponsorship opportunity. Here is a form. See, I can't click on that form anywhere though, can I? Excuse me. Oh, I have a PDF file I can print and fill out the form, and then let's see, what do I do with it? What do I do with the form? I'm assuming I mail it somewhere, but it doesn't really, does it say where to mail it to here? Okay, so we've kind of missed some information there that should have been there. Even if you're going to have a PDF form, you need to direct them as to what to do with it once you do that. Maybe it's on the form itself, I'm not sure. Okay, contact us page is always important. Okay, it's got a little, that's nice, Google Map and a little form, that's nice too. Donate and scholarship program. We do have the scholarship program on the new site. Take a look at that. Again, it is a downloadable PDF file. So there you have to print it and mail it in. Doesn't say again where to mail that in, so on the page. So I'm most certainly hopeful that on that actual PDF that they would have that there. Okay, so pretty simple, straightforward. We've got the Facebook button. Social media is important. I like to have a Facebook feed on the page rather than just a button, because especially if it's a charity, you don't want people, you don't want to lose them, in other words. But let's take a look at the new website. And let's see how this works. This is the new website. You've got the email information here and a phone. If you want to call, you can call. Here's the logo. Very clean. The golf outing is the biggest event that they have right now going. So I highlighted that with a big banner ad and a big registration button. So if that's what they're here to do, they want to get in, going with the golf outing, they can click on registration and just get right on over there. Let's take a look at that real quick since we're here. There's a lot of people, they're in a hurry. They don't want to go through everything on the site. Maybe they're on their mobile phone. The Clean Mobile app just takes them right there as well. So here, as we went through the other form, the information is here about the actual event. We've got the form to fill out for your golfers, foursome of golfers that they can actually, if you're not golfing, you can register for the dinner party. You can buy your golf tickets here. You can do, I can pay for my foursome. I actually paid for two for my two-player, or we can mail in the check. So now we've got it very clear as to what to do if we don't want to pay online. Some people, old school, maybe they don't have the credit available to do that. They want to pay cash. They can do that. Click on the buy tickets now. We can go to a credit card payment. She wanted it to default to PayPal. I don't know why, but we have the credit card ability inside the website. With that, you're filling out your basic information, and they're going to click on the buy tickets, and that's going to give you a modal to actually pop up. Well, let's just fill it out and see here. Just put in my information. You guys will get my email address that I use for marketing material, and we're going to click buy tickets. So you'll see what happens next. So here's the information for your card. You fill in this information, and then boom, there you are. So you're good to go. Got your transaction finished. You're going to get a confirmation page, a thank you. It's going to give you information. If you're a sponsor, you would need further information regarding, how to submit your logo, what you're going to do on your sign. And for the back-end person who's getting the notification, you're automatically going to be told, you just, through your email, a notification that says you just had one person, Julie Height, purchase a 4-player golf for $340, and any other information that you want to have on that notification about your donor or your buyer, I certainly will set that up for you. So this is another submittable form, just giving them more information. Got location info here, a little bit of a deeper dive into the venues and where this is located and what's happening there. So I created this page. It's okay to have a Google map here. I think that it's, you can go right here and click on the website to get you to Bay Point or on the Dune Sports. So the Google Maps, I don't think that they're the best looking thing in the world to have, but you certainly can have that on your website, any place that you want. I can put a Google map there for you, not a big deal. All right, so let's go back to the home page and take a little bit of a deeper look into that. Since we just came in to play golf, I'm already on my way, but I want to go ahead and take a little bit of a deeper look into the website. And again, after this outing is over, I'm going to change this up for them and put whatever next is their next big event. So this gives a little bit more information about the Onwards and Upwards community enrichment. You can see it's very clean. The old site, there was a lot of words involved there. I'm really not a fan of a text-heavy website. So here you can click a donate button. We're going to come back to that in a moment. A little bit more of information on the dinner event. Now you can buy tickets just for the dinner if you want, which will lead you back to that section. And this is Tiki Night, why they're here. What is Tiki Night? Well, it's a great fireworks display. So we've got a video on board that's giving you the whole display, which is a lot of fun. I sometimes find myself watching this just to get going. So if you want to watch it, it's about 2 to 3 minutes long. More information. It's fun to have counters on a website. I like counters a lot. And here you can see what we did. I did a logo slider for them, for their partners, rather than having that chunky, big list of names. Just, I think people just lose sight of that. They just actually lose patience with it and don't really read it. This is nice because we've got some color here. People submit their logo to me in a JPEG format or a PNG format, and I'm more than happy to add them to the slider at any time. The slider looks great on the clean mobile formatted app that I've created for them. And going down here, we've got the Contacts Us button to keep people moving through the website. Let's see. Let's go back up to the Donate button here. This one. So this is a donation page just for a straight donation. It's not about a golf outing or an event or anything like that. What I like about it, because it's a charity, is it's just really super clean. It's just a picture of a baby that happens to be my baby when she was a baby. But, keeping it very simple and not having any sidebar over here with distracting information is important on a donation site, especially for this amount. So now I can just go in here. If I want to put $65, I can do that as well, and I can donate that now, and it's going to give me that same information that we had on the other one. So it's very clean and keeping it very, very simple. I like the credit card transactions inside the website because, again, I just don't want to lose them. If they go out to PayPal, they might decide that they want to buy a pair of shoes instead of doing what they came here to do, which was really to donate, But let's go to the corporate sponsor page on the old website. We had to, print off a PDF, fill it all out, mail it in, send it in, whatever we had to do, maybe scan it and email it. Some of my older folks don't know how to scan and email stuff still, which is fine. But we've got the corporate opportunity. All that information that you saw is really wrapped up right here. It did have a platinum sponsor, which was for the person to be able to buy the beer cart. They only had 3 of those available, so once they sold out, I just removed it off the site for them. But again, real clean donation button here. Donate it, mail it in. What do you need to do? Location information is there. Now, on the corporate sponsorship, though, there is more information that they need, and what we can set up, for you, if you had any information that a purchaser, buyer, or donor needed to have after the transaction is complete, it's handled there either on the confirmation page itself or in an email notification, because they're getting an email notification. Thank you very much for donating. Going back to that too, if you are a charity and you want to have donations made in someone's name for someone else, if you wanted to do a tribute to someone, then they can send an email that will send them maybe a nice e-card, e-thank you card. There's a lot you can do on the backside with email notification. And also, I have a special program to do that with the tributes for the donations, that if you wanted to, let's say, make a donation, if somebody's crossed over or had a funeral or something like that, they can send that specific hard card, mail copy card. You or someone in your organization would get that notification. Anything, actually. It's also nice just to send a nice hard snail mail card in the mail just as a thank you. If somebody bought something on your website or they made a donation. So there's a program that we can set up for you to do that kind of stuff, which is kind of cool. Let's head over to the scholarship award page, because you saw that was, again, a text heavy, and you had to print off the PDF and fill it out and mail it in and all that stuff. So what I've done here is I've created the Word document here and made it a submittable form. So the scholarship applicant can now fill out their information. There is enough word space for them to fill out as many words as they'd like to describe what they're doing here. I don't believe that there's any character limit on that. I really don't. I can't remember when I set that up, how I set that up, but I'm pretty sure that there's not. So they have as much room that they need to kind of tell us what they want to tell us. Okay, so that kind of runs through the basics of the website. This donation history will give the customer around tax time if they have forgotten, where's that email? I don't remember what I did, or where's my receipt for that donation? They type in their email address here, click on the verify, send a notification, and then this will open up a list of all of the donations that they've made. So that's just kind of a nice accounting thing to have. Let's go down here to the calendar. Because they're a charity, they have a lot of events, and they may have events that they want to fundraise. So, but even if you're a small business and you want to have things that you're going to be, sponsoring yourself, an art fair or something, and you want to let people know kind of where you're at or where you're going to be, a great calendar of events is awesome. It's certainly great to share as well. And over here, you've got different categories. If you wanted to just see certain categories on the calendar, you could just go by those different categories. So if I just wanted to see the Upwards CEF events, I'd click on here, and it would just show me those events. As you can see, they're all color coordinated, and they say down here which category they are, village event and Up. So this one's both. But basically, it's a poster board format. Got a lot of great images. I optimize the images digitally and make sure that they not only work well but look fabulous on the website. It is something that I've learned a lot from my husband, Tom Height, who owns Height Photo. No, he didn't do it for me. I did this all by myself. I've learned a lot. In fact, he's kind of lost when it comes to building the website part of it, but there's a lot of optimization things that you have to do on the back end to keep the site from slowing down, because if you have a lot of images or video, then things do tend to slow down. So my point about that, great video, great images. So let's just take a look at this zoo trip, since I'm kind of hanging around here anyway, and show you what that looks like. Here's your great image. How exciting to see that monkey. So we've got the event, got the information for the event. If you wanted me to, I could add more fields here, some custom fields if you needed to. You've got tickets. I can click here and buy the tickets. That's going to take me to the Village of Wolverine Lake website, and they're right to their ticket purchasing form, and you can buy the tickets online right there. And this is the Google map, and I'm just going to click on it real quick so you can see. It's great on the phone, the clean mobile formatting. That will pop up if you've got the Google app downloaded on your phone. I think it still goes if you don't, but I'm not really quite sure there. So let's head back to the website. And laptop is a beast today. She's running a lot. Oh, something's not working. All right, Google, what'd you do to me? So my point is, though, is that you can add in the API, something a little funny going on here with this calendar. I just built it, I just finally ended the finish on it today. So I'm going to have to go back and take a look at why that Google API is not popping up. But anyways, so you can see how that works. Now, the other thing is that you can go different views on this, which I like. So if you wanted to do a monthly view, you don't have to look at this poster board view, which is kind of, everybody's different. We're going to go into the month of June because I don't think there's much action going on in May. Most of their events are summer. So here we've got the same thing. You hover over, and there's your Detroit Zoo event again. Which is nice. Down here, the best part of this calendar, to be quite honest, is that you can subscribe to it. I can add it to my Google Calendar, Outlook, Apple Calendar, which I've done on my phone, which is great, and add to another calendar. And then you can do, this is just a plain text calendar, or you can, best of all, export it to XML, which is an XML format, which means that whatever calendar that you're using, you'll have an import function there, so you just export it to the XML and import it into your calendar, whatever calendar that is. You might be using your own special software or whatever, but what's great is that you can share that. You can also, once it's anywhere, you can really share it anywhere you want, So it's kind of fun. It's great to have these events. on such a great poster board display. I'm really happy with how this all turned out. And let's see here. Well, back at the bottom of the site, just so you look at this, credits or photo credits. Accessible means that the website is optimized for handicap accessibility, which means that if people will have certain descriptions if they're blind or if they can't hear, so it's a good thing. Last thing I guess I could show you on this website, just to wrap things up, would be the Contact Us page. It's just, in my opinion, so important to be awesome. It's the images have to pop, and I love this image. This is a drone overhead image. It just looks amazing. This is the actual barge where they do the fireworks off of. I've kind of cleaned up this image. I love the kids here in the water. Quite a bit, but it was provided to me. But I do actually have access to a drone to do overhead location video, if that is what you're interested in, making some of that can look really great video or still photo. What I like about a Contact Us page is that it doesn't have to be messy. It can just be very straightforward. There's your form. It should always have a frequently asked questions section where it just kind of answers your questions here. There's your answer. Volunteer opportunities. And then, because it's a charity, even if we are selling products, you want to take them back into your website if you can before they leave, and ask them to donate again. This is actually my husband's water skiing in this shot. I don't know if you can see his face. Anyways, I just love playing with images, because a lot of people, you might not realize that that's actually a water skier back in there. Images are so important to me. They optimize they actually create a distinctly engaging environment for the user. It's pleasant. Video is great to have within the website as well. This is a very straightforward website, but there you go. I don't think I can come up with anything else here, really. Just the volunteer page, very straightforward. Once again, very simple. It's important to, I know that like many people want to just put so much into their website, but there's other ways to communicate what you're doing and what's important, which would be through simple forms, clean mobile formatting, which means you're not losing them through the process, and also really awesome images, colors, a lot of clickable moments, that kind of thing. Thank you for joining me today for this quick video. If you're interested in a redesign of your own website, please don't forget about me. Contact me at sitesbyja.com. Thank you.